Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a very important task. We need to do some metal works on our gun carriages with wheels. We put some eyebolts with rings and bolts on our gun carriage for a 12-pounder in the bow, which is on that slider working, and we have still two more the gun carriages with wheels. So usual, what we are classical, let's say, what we usually are seeing on our ships, sailing ships. So where is the proper right? And I need to figure it out how to make my camera work. Yeah, did. Perfect. Actually I need to switch the camera, not this one, this one. So we need to install some eyebolts, bolts and eyebolts with rings. And actually on these gun carriages we have only two bolts which should hold. Actually, if I will flip like this, so it is not how it should be really, because this is a gun carriage from the kit, but the bolt should go through actually the this piece of wood which supports the gun itself, where you have this also piece of triangular piece for regulating height. And so if you won't flip like this, and we'll check if it really passes through it, it is not visible because our bolt actually is not really matching that piece of wood. It is like going in front of it. This is incorrect, so I just will cut piece and will install it into the wood. Under the gun it is not visible if it is going through it or not. Visually it will be correct. If this wasn't marked or manufacturer didn't mark it where it should, where manufacturer marked it, it's wrong, I would just drill right in the proper place. But I don't want to have this very eye-poking hole, so I will close it with a bolt. Same here. The lower one should go through this upper part of the wooden support or wooden structure in the front part, but again it is like passing in front of it. It's incorrect, but visually if I will install just a bolt, it will be like it is in the proper place. So it is what it is. Just will try to make it look proper, and would I make it from scratch, I would make it properly, but because we have all these markings we can't ignore them. So this is what we will do. But I believe we still have to solder something, because I still have some eyebolts, rings. I believe the bigger one, this is just spare ones, but the thinnest one, because I have some eyebolts, but I don't think that I have enough. Let me check. And are they the same size or not? Where is my caliper? Because I mixed everything in one jar, as you can see. That was a mistake. What is this dimension? This is bigger eyebolts. Oh, this is, yeah, that's right. That's why I have so many rings here, because I have to solder them actually. And this is actually what I like it. When every time I'm soldering a part of what I need on the model, it's not noticeable, because usually I'm just setting up myself, calculating how many eyebolts, what geometries, what sizes, what wire, and I'm just usually soldering a lot of them, sometimes more than it is needed, and then I'm just trying to stack them somewhere. But right now, so we need two eyebolts with rings for each, and one, I believe two in the rear part. Yeah, so three. Let me check drawing, because of course I don't remember, and I would just want to check it with our drawings in the kit if it is correct. So let's check on our drawings, and we will check what do we have in the kit. Right, let me flip it so it will be in proper position for you. So we have two eyebolts with rings on each gun carriage. We have one bolt on each side, so two, and we have two eyebolts here. Yeah, this is like where they mark 1, 2. Really I saw that we have one tackle. Let me check. Let me check other drawing where they rigged, just to be on the safe side. Check. Oh, this is wrong drawing. This is without gun carriages. Give me a second. I will look for a proper drawing. Okay, and where is the proper one? So let me move this one. And let's find the proper one. Not this one. I probably will move also all my jars with small bits and pieces, so I won't spill them. This is rigging, not what I need. What do we have here? This is blocks. No. What do we have here? This is drawing number 22. No. Of course I can't open on this table it properly. These are metal parts. This is fittings for the gun carriages. No. This is the second sheet with blocks and diameters. This is frames. I think I'm missing it somewhere. I have some drawing from view from top with everything. This is also eyeballs and parts. Okay, give me a second. I will open it on a bigger table. Just will search for the drawing where we have all the tackles and breeching for gun carriages. So give me a second. Just a minute. Actually, I just discovered that apparently this one only, the gun carriages with wheels, they are only with side tackles. Like, wow, how then you can pull it back to load the gun carriage. Where is the proper screen? So let me check one more time, because also this is the sheet number 2 where we have all the diameters, dimensions, etc. Right here we have, let me move it in front of the camera. So we have 9-pounders, we have breechings, and we have side tackles. And this is really my question, is how to pull it back and load the gun. Nothing else. 8 hooks, 8 thimbles. Yeah, only 4 side tackles. Because for the 12-pounder we have in tackle here. And in the kit, this is exactly what is shown there. And unfortunately, the drawing which I was hoping can give me some answers, we can't see inner tackles because we have this cover on top of this gunboat, so we have only, where is the proper view? You can see on this drawing only side tackles. Not good. And for the 12-pounder, we have one in tackle. Interesting. So I still have this question, but we can also ask Bratton what is he telling us about it. So let me check the book also. About guns. The crew, no, probably this is the wrong side of the book. Anchors, sweeps, yeah. Tools, no. Iron fasteners. Small arms. Shot. I need guns. Okay, we have some drawings of the guns. Armaments. I need some more details about how they were rigged. Mast yards. Okay, other hull fittings. Rudder. Caprail. The decks, brass hooks, planking, whales, kelson, stern post frames, floors, stem, bottom planking. Not what I'm looking for. Let's go back to armaments. The tube of the gun. Both Philadelphia cast iron 12-pounder has an overall length, blah blah blah. How it was rigged. I need about 9-pounders, please, something. This is a discussion only about the barrels itself. 2 cast iron 9-pounders are nearly identical. The starboard gun weighs in pounds weight. And the port is 5 pounds less. Each gun is 7 feet and 9 inches long. The carriages for the 9-pounder tubes are virtually identical to the original ordinary British design of the period. The starboard published work of the period for gun carriage design was in English artillery from John Miller's blah blah blah. How it was rigged. 3 corroded carriage rings. One with an attached eye bolt. Good job. About cannons. How the gun carriage was rigged? Come on. And then swivels. This is interesting. How about intacles? It should be. Definitely should be. This is actually a very good question for Krum. If you are watching, now I will check how you are watching, just plain video without sound, or you are really watching and listening. How the guns could be loaded without intackle. How to pull them back inside to load actually, so you can fire something. Is it possible? So, is it possible that these gun carriages were only with side tackles, without inner tackle? But we still have 2 eyeballs in the rear part, so maybe it was something. Need to do some investigations. And just to check, no, this is not the right drawing. Not this one. And of course, it will be the last one. Not this one. Sure. This, as I said, the last one. Because this is what we have. We have we have 2 eyebolts here, but I'm not sure that it was with 2 inner tackles, or maybe they were used from the opposite side of the from the other gun carriage. That is a fantastic question. So, Krum, if you're watching this, can you explain to us, and to me personally, is it possible that these gun carriages were without inner tackles? Because I don't see them here. But we have some bolts, and bolts with flat rings, which we will install. We will install eyebolts with rings. And these 2, so I need to install 4 eyebolts and 2 eyeballs with rings on each, and then we will think about tackles later, or I will torment Krum about this. So, what do we have here? And what do I need to solder? And where is my soldering iron and plate for soldering? Because definitely something for soldering. Where is my tweezers? Actually, I have only 1 eyebolt with ring, but I believe it was spare one. And I have big eyebolts, so this is definitely for rigging. So let's solder everything what I have here. So I have rings. I need 4. And yes, I do have them. Even 1 spare. So maybe I will choose more beautiful one. This one. And then I have small, this is for eyebolt heads or eyes. So how many I said? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 6 with eyebolts with rings, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have only 8. So I think maybe I have something soldered already. because this is actually eyeballs without rings, and I believe that probably I have to use 1 or 4 of these because I don't have eyes. Any other jars with eyeballs? Fantastic. I have 2 actually eyeballs with rings here, but I need 4. Do I have more? So what I'm missing? Because these are all made out of wire 1mm, and this is wire 0.75 millimeters. Trying to remember what I was calculating before. So one more time, if I have already 2 eyeballs with rings, I just need to make 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is just eyeballs. I think I need to make 2 eyeballs and I don't have enough. Yike. This is not difficult to cut legs, but I need to make eyes. How many legs actually I have? So what do I need to solder? And never any single one time in my experience I cut or made enough wooden parts, eyeballs or something. That's why I'm usually overdoing it with quantity. For the Boreas I made 700 something, I believe, eyeballs. And I think this is just enough. Or just about to be enough. And constantly I'm making some smaller diameters separately. So it's always a challenge to calculate how many exactly I will need. And also this is not always visible when you are looking at the model. Oh, a few eyeballs on each gun carriage, but if you actually calculate how many exactly was used for each gun carriage, it is quite a lot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I need to make 2 eyeballs. So I'm missing something. I have legs. Exactly, I have enough legs, but I don't have enough eyes. And I'm afraid I need to stretch the wire, to straighten some wire. This is the proper one, so just small tiny piece. Even if I won't straighten it, because I will bend it still, I need to warm it up and to make it soft, because this is a very stiff one, like very stiff one. Just want to get a piece. And I need only 2 eyes. Yeah, I will make some spare just in case. And for softening the wire, you have to properly warm it up. Which one I will use? This one is longer, so it definitely won't burn me. So to the point when I'm getting reddish color, I'm moving farther, because if you will burn or keep it longer, you can just burn the wire. Oh, come on. And And I can stretch it a little, just like this. Don't have to be perfectly stretched, because as I said, I will bend it, and I probably will warm it up one more time. It's still stiff. The bigger quantity of warming up like this, the softer the wire. And this is something what I would like to do right now with this one. So the moment I'm seeing that reddish color in the wire, I'm moving from the spot. And I prefer to buy stiff wire. Sometimes it's necessary to have a stiff wire, so I stretched it just with pliers. And I believe this is good enough. Yes, it's not hot already, so I can bend it. And it was 1.5 millimeters or something like that, because I don't have all 1.4. Yeah, I don't have 1.6 and 1.5 millimeters. I remember that they uniformed. They used, instead of 2 diameters, I used 1. So where is the drill? Manual drill, which I was using. Oh, come on. Oh, right here. The proper one? No. So I will just install the drill bit in reverse, and we'll bend some eyes. Where is the wire? And yes, wire is definitely much softer. It's very easy to bend now. Just trying to put it inside the collet, the tail of it, and tighten it. So now I can bend. And I needed only 2 eyes, right? How many I will make? And I have a jar with such spare eyes. What if I will need more? Better to have more. Never making exactly 2. Maybe I will make inner tackles, so I definitely will need more. And I believe that Krum is not reading and not listening our live stream, so I will torment him today in the car, because after the live stream we are going in Bridgeport. So I have about 1 hour plus to torment him with these questions. A few more eyes. to stretch a little so I can cut. Oops. A little more stretching so I can cut. Come on. I need one. And second one. So I will cut this spiral later if I need them more. For now I'm just good with two. Let me shape them, like make them flat first. Then I will put them back on the drill bit to get proper diameter. If they won't run away from me. So I'm just bending them one more time. After all that stretching, cutting process, they can be deformed. So now I'm getting back proper rounded shape. And one more time to flatten. Like this. And like this. Again, it will be 1.5 hours of prep works, like soldering, etc., drilling, and then 5 minutes of installing. So I believe 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I have different legs. Or are they actually the proper ones? This is 1mm wire. Wrong one. Let me check all of them. Because I believe these were wrong size legs. Yep. So I need to cut also proper legs. Yes, they are 1mm. I just noticed it, so this is not from here. This one is not from here too. So I need to cut legs. For this I definitely have to stretch a piece of wire properly. So one more time warming up the wire. But I will do this in my table wise, which I have on the corner here, and in a moment I will turn around the camera on the laptop so you can see what I'm doing actually. If I will remove all this stuff, like this is also something in the way. My box with tools, some glues. So is it visible? Sort of. This is the wire. So let's straighten this one. And again, I will use my button torch. So what I'm showing you here, I actually wanted to switch. Better. I believe now it is better. Don't want to melt my microphone also. So let's stretch this one. Oops. Just slipped. Good job. Perfect. Straightened wire. Visible. Still warm, but I already can touch it. And let's turn this one back. Somehow, don't remember how. Like this. How to put them in the middle of the screen? And now let's cut some legs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, how many do I need? 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How I was cutting and counting 10 if it is only 9? Probably I'm not very good with mathematics in the morning, can't even count properly. Okay, 4 on each side eyebolts and 2 with eyebolts with rings, because I have already 2. So this ready ones I will put here. And wire, I will use some wire. So let's drop a drop of liquid flux. I will need it. And I still have some solder here, yes. But I need to turn on my soldering iron. And I like this one very much. It is instantly hot. It is very convenient. While it is warming up, I can move back my tools, and I will use a brush. It was here, I don't know where it disappeared, but I need to sacrifice another one for the flux. So this is dirty. This sun paint, so this one will be for the flux. Or I can just dip each piece into the liquid flux. And I want to install inside that flat side of the leg into the eye, just to solder it. Actually, this one maybe I can solder in a different way. I like liquid flux because you can get very thin layer or very thin seam of soldering, and it is literally just spreads in the proper direction when you need it. dropped it. Maybe I need some water to salt my sponge. If I brought some, that can help. Just to clean my soldering iron. And where is it? Enough tiny drop of solder, please. It is not good when you are moving like this. Another drop of solder. It's visible for you, good. The most difficult, just keep it into a proper position. No, don't bend like this, I don't like it. Yeah. Another drop of solder. Come on. Okay, I don't think that this one is very well soldered. Just want to flip it and add some more. Now it should be alright. Yes, about to check all of them. The first one is not really well soldered either. I don't like it when it's bending like this. Come on. Just want to unsolder. Unsolder, come on. And put it into a proper position. Good. Let me check all of them. Good. You have to be open easily. Not very good, too much solder. Melt. Come on, why it is not? Camera is not working properly, solder is not melting. Let me fix this one, and I will fix camera. Come on. It survived almost 15 minutes. Miracle. Sometimes it survives all 2 hours, sometimes not. Oh, it's alright, right? Let's move to the next one. I have such big pieces of solder. I'm trying to find smaller ones. Let me check on the other side. Come on, flip. Good. Just perfect. Next one. Fantastic. Let me put it in the middle of the screen. And another drop of liquid flux. Not good. Not good. Melt. Perfect. And 2 left. Trying to find where it is exactly very good. Visible sharp edges. Okay, another small piece of solder. Not really small. I think I used all of them, which were smaller. It's too much solder, and it is not good. Let me clean this. And I will melt it one more time. Melt, melt, come on, melt. Melt. Right. Something is not right. Are you actually working? Why it is not melting? Oh. I don't like it. I think I will dip it into flux one more time. Maybe it will thin the seam. I need to flatten it somehow. What a tricky one. I just want to cut a different eye and solder a new one. Ah! Okay, 2 separate pieces. One more time. Almost straight even. Yay! Victory! Such a tricky one. It's alright. Now I need to install 2 rings and solder them too. And which one I would like to make with rings? This one? Let's make this one. And now I need to close them. And solder them too. So let me dip them into flux. A big drop of solder. Oh, good job. Melt. Come on, melt. How it is possible? Definitely too big drop. Need to clean it somehow. And unsolder from my... Okay, let me clean the soldering iron first. And now I will clean this ring, which was beautiful and now it is not. To clean one more time. I also can just sand it, or to take a different ring because this one is not beautiful at all. This is what I will do. Just will sacrifice this one and I will solder a different one. Sometimes it is faster just to take a different. And I will cut huge piece of solder into 2. So I definitely will have a small piece of it. Just what I need. Okay, one more time. Still not beautiful. One more time liquid flux, one more time to melt. Yay! Now it will be beautiful after blackening. So, do I have enough solder on it for this one? Maybe not. Assistant came. Wow, Your Highness, you decided to visit us. Okay, good enough. So now let me turn off the soldering iron and I will move it somewhere so I won't burn myself, and we'll calculate how many bolts we need. We need actually 2 bolts on each, like with flat rings and just head. 4 of each, because I will cut them, like, we'll make them from 2 halves. Let me put this one here. One and 2. So another 2 bolts with rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let me find all the bolts with tails. So I have some rings here, flat rings here. So I need 6 flat rings, 6 small rings for head. No, 4 on each. Yes, 4. 1 flat ring, 2, 3, 4. 1 is spare. Good. And small ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I need, since each bolt, this is 2 halves, so 4 total, right? They are blackened, so I will drop them just on the deck, or I can just leave them there. And I need to check. How many. This is the one, the proper drawing. Yes. We have also, but I also have blackened them, so I don't have to do it now. We have bolts like 1, 2, 4, right? 4, nothing else. Just bolts. This is where they are visible also. If I will move drawing a little forward, they are visible partially. Here is the head and here is another one. So 4 on each side. Since they are half, I need totally 4. So they are blackened, so let me blacken these parts. This is what we will need here. And what you have stolen in beer? Some, oh, that plastic thing for the ziplock, or how it was the proper term. Oh, I see a question. Do you have a thinning block to clean the tip of your soldering iron? I'm just using the sponge with water, or you can use also that sort of like hay of copper or brass. So I'm just using wet sponge. And I was looking for brass black. I need some paper towels. And I have a drop of water. I hope that it is enough. And I will need a brush. So let's blacken them. I'm just looking at my cat who is playing with that, you know, this plastic thing, long ziplock, just to tighten something. So I just cut it from somewhere what was for wood probably. It's just used one, and it's such a toy. He can carry it, he can throw it, he can bite it, he can chew it. Fantastic. Why I was bothering to buy him all that soft toys with bells, which costs arm and leg, when he's playing just with that. Cuts off. Or just piece of wood. Just a stick of wood. This is the best toy for the cat. Let's wait a few seconds while they are blackened. Then we need to clean them. I'm usually keeping a little longer the parts which I was soldering, because brass black, it not really blackens them, it is just grayish. So the brass will become dark gray and the soldered part lighter, but still gray. So let's keep just a few seconds more, and I can read more comments and questions. What pad? Are you talking about that ceramic honeycomb or something like that? If you're soldering with regular soldering iron, I'm just using just broken ceramic plate, but you can buy just proper ceramic piece, just usually squarish ceramic piece for soldering. This honeycomb with holes, this is for soldering with such butane torches, like with this one. They are not keeping too much heat from the parts which you are soldering, that's why it is, that is plate which I'm using, that honeycomb. I don't know, I think it's proper term, because it is with holes. Okay, so I believe it is ready to be washed. I need to bring more water here. Let's wash it. And now let's dry it actually and clean it. I have a feeling that I'm missing something. I forgot to blacken something. We'll see in a moment. If I will install it today, this will be a very big progress. So tomorrow we can work on breaching. Of course, I forgot to order hooks from Chuck Passaro's store, and I believe I don't have enough to make tackles. But we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I still want to play with thimbles. I want to install them with the hooks. And I like Chuck Passaro's hooks, not only because they are already black and you don't have to play with brass black, but because of their shape. They are proper, have proper shape and just beautiful. Because I still have... Okay, my cat is sleeping on the drawings. Just don't chew them, please. Why it is such a comfortable bed for him, I don't know. He thinks that this is spreaded for him. 170 or 80 bucks. Especially for the kitten. Drawings of the Gunboat, Philadelphia, I mean. Let me use another piece of paper towel, which is dry. And now we need to clean all these small pieces. Maybe I will use this jar. Let me clean it. and I just found my eyeballs. So I calculated them somewhere, the proper ones. So I just have to use them. I haven't soldered them, all of them at once, so because I do remember when I calculated them I made some spare ones. So I just found them, but I already soldered new ones. So definitely we'll have some spares. Hey, in beer! Give me a second, I need to remove the drawings because he will rip them or chew them. I know, you like them, but this is not a toy. He was playing with drawings because when you are unrolling them, they are rolling back. So this is what he was doing. Unrolling and then just playing with the roll when it was rolling back. But because he has sabers, not nails, he can rip them, and he did with a few drawings already. So that's why it was necessary to remove them before he will continue chewing on them too. Red troublemaker. Just don't chew ropes on my model, please. This is also another scene what he can do. Right. And usually he sleeps at this time. Nap time, but apparently not today. A few more. This is minus of using brass black. You have to clean all these parts literally one by one from this dust after chemical reaction, because it will continue eating your part with time, and it is also not good. If we will touch it, it will burn your fingers everywhere. You can make dirty model, but you definitely have to clean this after blackening. Even the smallest, the tiniest pieces, like such rings. What are you eating? What you have stolen? I hope not rope. I'm constantly hiding all the ropes so he can't reach them. Coils with ropes. Because this is a troublemaker who can eat them, and then we have to go to veterinarian. Okay, now I need to calculate how many bolts. 4, I said just bolts for each one, so I just will cut. And when I blacken such entire piece, when I will cut it into halves, I can see the cut edge, it is goldish. So this is the side which should be installed. So this is a very good thing to have. So another one. One more. And the last one. Now I need to make these eyeballs with, or balls with flat rings, and balls just heads of balls. So let me take them. Glue 4. Yes, 4 of these and 4 heads. So let me assemble them. What I have done? Oh shit, not good. I will show you what I have done, and I don't know where is the second half of it. But I just have broken cat head on the boat. Oh no, the second half is there, so I need to glue it. And let me show you what exactly happened. What damage I created. This is very often happens with parts, laser cut parts, because of the structure of wood or fibers. This is what I have done. Because the fibers right here was this direction, and so it was weak spot to break it like this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, this is finally in the middle of the screen. So this is what I've destroyed just a moment ago. PVA glue, and I'm gluing it back together. Just a drop of glue. So that was from that series, how many top timbers you have broken while you were assembling skeleton of your model. This is from the same. Jacks, yes, we were using it for blackening our gun cannons or guns. So we were using this one. It is, you can get a little darker or juicier dark gray color than with brass black. the thing is that you can reuse brass black. That one you can't reuse. If you use it on something or you haven't covered quickly entire part, you can't even blacken evenly. So I'm using that one mostly for white metal now, and sometimes for brass, but mostly I'm using brass black. I don't know why I like more brass black. Not only because it is cheaper, but because of this feature, it is reusable. So let me find my PVA. Actually, I already have a drop of it. So let's fix it. And that is another thing. If you need to fix something like this, better you have to use PVA, not only because it is reversible, etc., but the seam won't be that visible if, for example, if you will use cyanoacrylate. From cyanoacrylate you will get that very thin but very dark or practically black line or seam, so it is visible where you have glued. When with the PVA, it won't be visible where you have glued like this. Let me just clean all the drops of glue. It will be just a fiber of the wood. So let it dry. And we have something to assemble here. Where is it? So now is the most interesting. I need more, and of course I put the model back into its position, so I need to protect it with something or to move it. So I need more such halves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again I will cut them. And now let's assemble them. Okay. I can choose more beautiful side. And this is how it looks. Another one. One more, which side I like more. in small heads. This is one. Yay! So I believe I have everything what I need to install today. This is what I have here. It took me 1.5 hours to prepare them. Let's install them. So for this we need to drill some. So let me install the proper drill bit. I believe this is the one, but I will use a piece of wood to check first if I have proper diameter. This is 0.65 or this is 0.7. Which one I just took? Give me a second. If it is not the right one, I will switch. We'll measure later. So this one will be for the eye bolts, because bolts are made up. Oh, this is just perfect, proper one. Good. So let's drill holes for the eye bolts. Actually, this is bolt and this is bolt. This is an eye bolt here. Don't want to drill through it, but I can measure how deep, like this. And this is an eye bolt. Then I have 2 eye bolts here, of course, and not this one. Of course, will be the last one, the farthest one. They are right in the last one. They are right here. And same to drill here. And here. Okay, now I will use thick cyanoacrylate. Even if it is very tight to install, still I would like to keep it there. is, yes, found it. Plastic cup for the glue. Just drop here to keep. This is the glue which I'm using it. Gap filling or thick cyanoacrylate will do the job. So let's apply here first. Choose beautiful eyeballs. Beautiful, beautiful. Just to shorten their legs. Drop of cyanoacrylate. I need something to push it with. Next one. Drop of cyanoacrylate, where is it? Okay, need to find proper angle. Turn it at the proper angle and clean what is leaking. Now eyeballs with rings. Okay, another 2 rings here. Again a drop of cyanoacrylate. Now let's push it inside. Oh! I just did damage. Need to resolder it. First I need to get it out. So let me make, that was a mistake when I haven't made spare ones, but I have soldered eyeballs. I just need to install ring and solder the ring. Where is jar with rings? Have 2 spare rings. Where is the second one? Just to close it. Where is my plate with soldering plate? So this is the damage which I created. And soldering iron. still alive. Actually, when we was traveling with Zimbir, he has his YouTube channel. While I was preparing him for the trip, I was filming him. He was quite calm, without any medication, without anything. Because I picked him up when he was a kitten, and he was about 6.5 months old when we were traveling. So he was still kitten. He wasn't that, let's say, the older the cats, they are attached to their place and more difficult to them to go outside. But that is why we were going for a walk every day with him in Kiev. And even right now he likes to go for a walk on leash. Not very far from home. Once he did oversmarted Krum and jumped outside at the middle of the night and decided to go and check neighbor's yard. Finally, nobody was keeping him on the leash. But that is a different story. But he's alright to go outside. Or maybe because Maine Coons are less attached to... They behave like dogs more, it's true. So he's alright to go outside. But I know if you want to teach a cat from kitten to go outside, it will be very stressful for him. So he was alright. When we was traveling, he meowed twice. Every time when we were landing, because I was changing airplane somewhere in Europe, don't remember. And when it was a little shaky when we were going down, he just looked at me. Meow, is everything alright? Like, alright, okay. And he was sitting in his favorite position, paw on paw in his bag. Okay, mom said it's alright, I'm good. And everybody were admiring him, how quiet he is. All stewardesses said that this is the most quiet cat they have ever on their flights. So, it was alright. Maybe it's because I'm such a calm cat, or maybe because I promised him that I'm taking him to a safe place with lots of food, and he said, alright, we are taking him into a good place. I'm good. But he really took that trip very calmly, without screaming, vomiting, or other stuff with what cats can do. Anyway, I need to dip it one more time because I don't remember if I did. Now, where is a piece of solder I just got? Right here. Now I need to blacken this one. Actually, I can use brush for this, so I won't spill a lot of brass black. So I just will use brush like this. Where is my jar with water? So I can wash this one. And I have my paper towels to clean this one. Maybe just a few more seconds because it is just spreaded with brush, not dipped into brass black. Yeah, I think that Imbir is attached to me Actually, it happens first night together when I just in 2022. This is at the beginning of the war, first summer or first opportunity when buses were regularly going from Warsaw to Kiev. I found a flight and decided to go to Kiev to visit my mom. And because at the beginning of the war, I found in beer. Just because people were running away, as they were thinking like it's maximum 1 or 2 weeks and we will come back. So lots of carriages, people just closed, animals left some food, water, and they were thinking that they will come back in a week or 2. But roads were blocked, it was impossible to go back. And Imbir is from Dnipro city. And only one person, owner of the carriage also, she decided to save this breed. And she picked all main clones in the city, even knowing that she doesn't have enough food for her cats, but she picked up all of them from other catteries and found homes for all of them. Lots of them just went to the United States, volunteers were bringing them, and Imbir was born in 3rd or 4th day of war, so this is a kitten of war. And when I found the woman, I just was sending also some money for her to feed her cats. It was actually not a really big problem. Money. It was a big problem to find food, and sometimes she was texting me like, for today's evening I have food for the cats and I have any single drop of food for tomorrow. And then she texted me like, it's a miracle, just in the morning, just before feeding time, volunteers knocked into my door and they brought some food, so my cats are not starving. And when I came to Ukraine, it was already more or less all right. It was already imported lots of food, lots of support and help. But still, kitten wasn't starved, but he was underfed. I don't have water, good. Need to go and pick it up, bring some water, but I just want to finish it. So when I picked him up, and first night together, it was massive attack. For me, it was first attack, and I remember how explosions were. You can hear like one explosion, next one is closer, and then the third one even closer, the first one like already behind the building. And thought was, is this the end? If I'm dying like this and this is it? So cat jumped on my neck and I was promising him like in beer, if we will survive, I will bring you into a safe place with lots of food. And cat looked at me and like understood every single word. Like, okay, I trust you, I will go with you whenever. So when we were traveling, he was just looking at me, is this all right? It's shaking the airplane, like it's all right. And he like, okay, I'm comfortable. Mom said it's all right. And he was traveling with me without any meow, without any complaints, without hysterics or something what cats usually can do. But I think it's also because he was a kitten. So let me bring some water because I need to wash this part. Okay, let's wash this one. So we can install them today. I can't say that Imbir 100% rescued cat. He's a refugee. He was born in wrong time, or wrong moment, when he has to survive through some starvation and all these explosions, and he is afraid of thunderstorms. So is I, and fireworks. And my brain tells me like, this is just fireworks, this is not explosions, but I can't explain this to him, and still inside me it's something like a spiral, it shrinks, and I'm just, it's firework. So I'm trying to calm myself, but he can't calm himself, and he's searching literally for fifth corner in the house, trying to find the quietest spot when we can hear fireworks. And he was 6.5 months old, I believe, when we were traveling back, so he still remembers explosions and what is this, because this is not that cats likes loud noises, they just by their nature are not big fans of loud noises, but how he behaves is different. You can see that something is wrong with him, that fireworks, thunderstorms, for him it's something what is horrifying him even more than just usual cats. And this is really sad part, that even animals are suffering. Okay, let's try one more time. What is it ring? Second try. And these marked holes, they are much bigger in diameter than it is necessary. That is a fact also. Just my wooden piece to push it inside. And I actually need to turn it horizontally. That is why I'm using thick cyanoacrylate. You still have a few seconds to turn, to move, to shift, to position it properly. Okay, a few more, just eyeballs. These are at an angle, and this. Little more at an angle. Drop of cyanoacrylate and let's push it inside. Okay. Now let me install them on the other gun carriage, and then I will drill with bigger diameter drill bit for bolts. So I need to drill this one for the eyeballs with ring. This one. Here. One more here. Two more here. install them. This one should be installed horizontally. So let's try this trick because it is at the beginning too wide. This one at an angle. Clean this door open. After brass black, I still got some on my fingers, even when I was cleaning the parts. Okay, a few more holes to drill with a drill bit if it is 0.95 in diameter bolts, so 0.9 millimeters drill bit. Which one was this? I need to measure it. This one. Let me try it. Need a piece of wood. Need a piece of wood. Always try it on something if it is the proper one, because it's very easy to mix drill bits when they are with such small difference like 0.1 millimeter. So it is always better to try than to install something. Let's try this bolt. Yeah, perfect. Perfect one. So let's drill where I need them. Of course, where it is marked first. And 4 on the top. Where exactly? Right. All right. Right here is the one. And here. And 2 more. Let's install them. I think I can do it with just with cutters. Or I have to use my tool because it's difficult to get proper angle. Right. Just plastic cuts off from plexiglass, and I believe one of them with a proper diameter. Where is it? Bolt. Yes. Huh. And it's stuck there. Come on. Again, I will use a drop of cyanoacrylate. And we'll push with something soft. Now which side is for bolts, which side for the rings. Right. This is for heads, the larboard side, let's say this side. This will be more complicated because I can't use my nail pusher. So I need to position it at proper angle just with cutters. And too much glue. Come on. Ah. And I'm afraid I have to finish it already because, as I said, we have an appointment. We have to go to Bridgeport right now. So everything else I will finish tomorrow. Let me install bolts with flat rings here. Okay. I don't like to leave something like not at the logical point. but I'm afraid so I have to do it. So for tomorrow we'll be breaching and all these metal parts to install, which I couldn't finish today. Just a drop of glue. And I need to push it. One more. No, one. This is the one. So this is what we will install tomorrow on the other one. We just need to install bolts, but I'm afraid that I have to finish it already today. So this is it. Just want to thank you for coming, for joining me in this little adventure. And our gun carriages already looks like gun carriages, just in scale. Wow, I really like. With every detail it is more and more realistic. So I'm enjoying this very much. So thank you very much for coming, for joining with this adventure. In the evening I will come back and we'll check our Facebook group, what you have done. Are you going to install small wire attached to the pin that holds the cup square in place? It is already here. That you mean key lock? It is already here. So the pin is there. I was very tempted to make actually the chain, or in this case it is not chain on the gunboat. I just used a piece of rope, even easier to install, because in 1:24 scale it is doable. So I didn't, but it was very tempting. So with this I want to thank you also our sponsors, because guys, you are making possible to run this channel regularly. All these episodes appeared on time. I haven't missed any single one, only when it is impossible to do, like lack of electricity when I'm in Kyiv. But I'm running this channel only thanks to you, so I can support and make it working. So thank you guys for supporting me. And with this, I wish you a very nice rest of the day. We'll see you tomorrow, and I hope we will install breaching for all three our guns. So bye, and see you tomorrow, guys.